Alright, welcome to the second part. I've noticed I go over the time all the time. Like the first part was 22 minutes. I think that will probably upload since my other 20 plus minute video is up. So, so let's keep that in mind. There might be, very long videos. I mean, I think I think that's fine for these kind of videos to go a bit long, because at least you're watching something interesting and not, me just talking at the camera and nothing going on. So I think that's fine. I think these types of videos can pull that off, but I definitely don't want to do it. But if it happens, hey man, sorry. So much. Why didn't I do this before? I'm a dummy. I am a dummy. Oh well. Oh, this is actually not a good. Nope. Okay. This is actually a good song. I like it. This is Red Sun by Metal Gear Rising. It's a good soundtrack. Platinum Games knows how to make good soundtracks for their games. That looks really good. I'm like freaked out about how good this is. That's when I showed this to one of my other friends. I showed this to the person that asked me to do this. He liked it, so I'm happy for him. Always happy to hear good things. I showed this to someone else, and they immediately were like, "Oh, that pink, man, that pink gets rid of." And it's like, well, no one had a chance, to pick the color. Apparently, this is a free playmat, and now it's being defiled by me. I will say that there's a little asshole in me that's saying, like, I should definitely just, put stuff that he wouldn't want on his playmat, but I was like, no. I mean, at least add something that's, like, ridiculous, but I decided not to. Ultimately, because it was just like, because if it didn't work, then I couldn't take it back, so it's better to stick with a plan. Also, if you are a, aspiring artist, which I know most of you are, who watch these videos, or not, I don't know. I don't know my clientele very well. Just know, things are never easy. Things are never easy. I had a person who was a graphic design major for a while, and then gave up because he thought that wouldn't pay him very well, and he did some freelance work that paid less, and he wasn't really happy. And to me, I can kind of see why people would give up, but it was just, you gotta stick with what you want. You can't just, to me, money, I just want enough to like thrive. I don't need billions of dollars, and to me, I feel like I can make it with this. And you know what? You get better and better, and eventually, everyone will want your work, and then you'll be making crazy money. And it was just like, to me, he kind of came off as like a very easygoing kind of person, but I respect him for his decision. I don't think he's an idiot at all. I think he was, pretty smart. I mean, I really think any of my friends, I don't think any of my friends are dumb. The only person I thought was dumb was Pat, but I'm not friends with them anymore, so. And yeah, I will name those names because I will never see them again. Pat is the guy who keeps saying, right? So, that you get a little, reference of who that is, and he's very, very annoying. But whatever, things happen, people change. I feel like I'm done with this guy. I'm so mesmerized by him. There's something mesmerizing about this character that I just love. Something magical about him. Something. Just something. Also, another thing that I like doing when I draw usually is watch, movies, anime, that kind of stuff. And the one anime I really liked, kind of hit, when I was a kid, was the Tenchi Universe series. It was Tenchi Mu for a while, but I watched that recently and it was awful. I hated it. But, Tenchi Universe to me was awesome. It is, to me, I feel like it's borderline, girly, but, oh no, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's girly, actually. This is about this guy who lives in a house full of, like, all these sexy women who really want him, but, he doesn't want anything to do with them because he doesn't care. And that to me is, it's funny, there's a lot of funny stories, and it's interesting, but, I liked it. I watched that a lot. The movie series that they had from it was pretty good. There's a few stinkers, but you can't win them all. It's called Tenchi Universe. If you see that at Best Buy, get Tenchi Universe. Tenchi Muyo is not worth it, and Tenchi Universe is cheaper considerably. Tenchi Muyo would run you like $50 because it gives you the entire series, and I think it gives you the Blu-ray as well, which I hate. Like, I also got another anime series called Experiment Lane, which I don't like it, but I don't. Well, I mean, no, I like it, but I don't think it's that great of an anime since it is so trippy, and you really have to devote a lot of time trying to understand it, and it's like, not everyone is gonna be for that, but I liked it for what it was, but the DVD came with like the Blu-ray, and I was like, I don't want the Blu-ray, I just want the DVD, because like to me, I don't have an HD TV, so it means nothing to me. Secondly, even if I did have an HD TV, I don't care if my movies are in HD or not. In games, I guess I care a little bit if that's in HD or not, but not as much. And that's not really saying much either. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like listening to Batman. Alright. Well, I'm going to try to end this video, me ending this section, this portion. And you're going to love it. You're going to love this. Love this song. Alright, this is pretty good. But yeah, like I like Tenchi, the Tenchi DVDs, but yeah, I hate that I had to pay for the Blu-ray and the DVD of Experiment Lane just to get it, and I was so pissed. I mean, it came with an art book and a commentary booklet, which I thought was awesome, but God, I don't want the Blu-ray. Like, I hate that. And it's just like there was no option to get the DVD at all, and it was just a mess, and I really wanted it, and part of me was like, well, they're never gonna print this again, so I might as well get it. Do I regret that purchase? Not really. I still think it's, it's good. I like what I got. I'm happy with it. I guess that's the important thing. It's funny, I'm gonna sound like a complete weirdo when I say this, but, when I was watching, like, the Disney Channel when I was a kid, back when it was actually good, they had this show called The Proud Family, which I thought was completely stupid. I hated that show. I thought it was, even that show was borderline racist, because, like, they had a character who was white, whatever, but they made her, like, a nerd, and, just, no one would like her at all, and it was just like, and every single like bad person was white. I feel like, I don't know, it was so annoying. It was like, for a show that wants equality and all that, they sure gave like the white people the short end of the stick. I feel like, But other than that, they had a Martin Luther, like a Black History Month special, which I thought was awful. It was the worst thing I've seen on TV. Like, I was surprised that was on TV. Well, no, not really. It was okay, but I thought it was just stupid. Written for idiots. It was like, oh, I'm in 1950s. Oh no! And it was just like, oh, give me a fucking break. And they were just like, well, why do we... It's just like, oh, okay, you know what? Shut up. And I hate it. It was so preachy. It was so goddamn preachy. And kids aren't dumbasses. You don't need to preach them that racism is bad. It's not like they advocate or anything. I don't know. It's dumb. Okay. Oh no, not these people down here. Usually, if it's like, you know, characters like these that I don't really care for, I might not put a lot of effort into. But, and that's not to say that, you know, oh, well, I just want to get this done, but it's like, I don't want to spend time on creatures that, you know, I didn't really care for to begin with. And that's what these things were to me. I didn't really care for them. I mean, I cared enough for them to make them look presentable, like, but, God, I just hated it. I hated these things. Whoever designed these, there's a special place in hell for me, for them. Whatever, this is what this thing does. It kills your brain, and then you're like, derp. If you see House, you hear this song. This was the only good episode from Season 7, besides, oh, okay, Season 7 of House sucked. It was the worst. Like, Season 3 was bad, Season 7 was almost as bad. There was 2 episodes. This one that was awesome. The other one that was awesome, I loved it, was, they cure this guy who they don't get a clear history on. They're like, well, we don't know who this person is and all that. They end up curing him. He's missing from the hospital. And everyone's like, oh, where is he? And then these cops show up with SWAT gear and all that, and they're like, what the fuck's going on? And they're just like, hey, this guy was in your hospital, where is he? He's like, oh, well, we treated him, and you just don't know where he went. Yeah, that guy is a cannibal. And I was like, what the fuck? And I loved it. It was, to me, that was just like, awesome. They cured a cannibal. Just let that sit in your mind for a while, because, like, to me, they never, like, had that kind of wacky twist that's like, ooh. And to me, that was what it was. It was like, yeah, we treated a cannibal. And, because, like, and even the story sounded like a lie, and it was weird, and no one questioned him. They were like, okay, well, I mean, he's not really telling us the truth, but, let's just cure him anyway. And it's just, they didn't really talk to him. And then it was like, oh yeah, he's a cannibal. It's like, what the I loved it. I loved that twist. It was a good twist for the episode. That was, like, again, the only good episode of that season, because everything else sucked. The finale was awful. I hated that finale. It was like, it tried to be as, you know, explosive as Season 6 or Season 5, but it just wasn't. It sucked. Alright, I think that's it for this guy. So I'm going to move on to the next one. See you in the next video.